Get him. Finish it. Oko defeated. I built a blue deck for players who hate blue. Hello, it's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, Namor the Sub-Mariner comes to a competitive brawl in a blue deck that has all kinds of ways to keep from being countered and take on the other blue decks in the meta, because it's a very, very blue meta. Against aggro decks, creature decks, we're going to rely on a few counter spells and our commander to make an army of 1/1 blue merfolk creature tokens to block and deal with all their stuff. And against everybody else, we're going to counter the counters and counter the counters, and we're going to use uncounterable methods and countering activate abilities to counter the counters. So we have all kinds of things that counter a triggered ability, like defabricate. Maybe we're just going to counter fetch land activations. I don't know. We have all kinds of ways to keep our spells from being countered with Benevolent Geist. We even go to the top rope with cards like Nezahal, Primal Tide, and Hullbreaker Horror. I'm expecting a very blue experience, so cards that cycle or channel like Shark Typhoon are very good against that as well as a high land count to keep up with hitting our land drops against them. My friends, are you ready to see a blue deck hate blue decks? Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. If you hate blue, are you really watching this channel? Wrong format. Are you really watching this channel? Maybe you are. Maybe it's hate watching. I know that's a thing. I'm still not used to it. Competitive brawl, new deck. Just had a great great run with Namor in standard, right? And now we're gonna see if we can. What the hell is this? We're gonna see if it translates to brawl. What am I up against? What are you? Prowess Trample when it enters, and whenever you cast an elemental, conjure a Rite of Flame. Okay, so that's apparently programmed into the game. But only when you play Alchemy. Or conjure a Take Inventory. Ah, mana or cards. What a mythic card to have. Well, it's a 4-mana commander that will never resolve, so let's go. See if they can put anything on the board turn 1 for us to be afraid of. Nope, just a surveil. Just a surveil, and that's totally fine. Settle in, my friends. It's a wizard duel. When this enters, draw a card, add a mana vein color. Okay. Why an energy refractor, though? What does that do? Wow, those are 2 good cards in our graveyard. Oopsie. Don't need 2 mana for anything. Let's get the Mistrise out of the way. I'll let them know that their counter spells aren't welcome here. If they want to crag, that's fine. Get that island count up. This can be a Mystic Sanctuary for the dig through time. Roaming Throne. Our opponent is a true believer. I counter thee. You thought that might resolve. Library. Perfect draw. Oh my gosh. Now we just have to keep our hand size up until next turn. So, do we counter this? I mean, we can win this war. The problem then is, like, do I ever get to library? Because I could also untap, draw, then unable to scream and win that war. And it has, but they get a free Rite of Flame or a free Take Inventory, guys. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. All right, make the next spell uncounterable. Wash them away. Just in case. Pass. I'm a devil. Are they going to do it again? If they do this time, they tap out. So they, well, not quite, but they almost tap out. Okay. I'm so annoyed that they get value. Does that become an equipment? No. They want to Rite of Flame. Okay. And they're not cracking the fetch. Love that. Draw. La Berry. I mean, I love the Mistrise Village. It is a mana sink, and we are against blue, so we need to be sure this works. I don't think we stifle this. They have enough land. And the library is cooking. We really want to get it going. Return it to owner's hand. Shoot. How much do I want a library? How do I deal with this once this is gone? Could stifle the ability. But then what? Commandeer doesn't do much. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Scalding Viper it is. Let's see what they do now. I don't know, we might be in trouble. Now that could be commandeered, but if it were the blue one, I'd take it. Anybody else getting nervous? 2 Rite of Flames. All right, so they're trying to storm off. The Fluster Storm will have to do the work. Chrome Mox. Where's my blue cards? I'm getting nervous. Don't want to exile anything because of Commandeer. Might still be good. Depends what they cast. Uh-huh. I mean, how much Rite of Flame is enough? Yeah, let's go. Do it. Do it to it. There you go. How much mana? They're gonna make so much mana. Will it be enough to pay for the Fluster Storm is the question. Storm count 5. That's a lot of mana. Mind's Desire. If I commandeer the Mind Desire, I don't get the trigger, but I can stifle the Storm trigger, right? Fierce Guardianship. 9. I see 8, 9 mana. No, but it's 10, right, for the Flusterstorm? Flusterstorm counts itself? Man, if it comes down to exactly 1 mana. Actually, do I let this get countered and then Flusterstorm all the Mind's Desires? Probably. Okay. Yeah, because Fierce Guardianship, that brings it to 9. But wait, then they get to resolve some number of the Mind's Desires, right? I don't know. Let's see what happens. What could go wrong? So they still have 8 mana. They'll miss, right? Plus casting these is gonna up the storm count. Thunderflock, no big deal. This is all a mistake, isn't it? I'm very bad at Magic. Don't mind me. Yep, can't do much about that. Or anything, really. What we need is now Upheaval. Uh-huh. Pretty fun storm, right? Elemental storm here. I am just gonna die to this, though, I think. I think, well, would tapping them out have done any good? I have 17 mana now, 13. All this to hold a Flusterstorm way too long. All right, 15. I think I'm good. I should have just Flusterstormed the Mind's Desire. I'm not good at Magic, guys. It's not a card I play too much. At least making them tap out would have maybe done something. Man, library just cost me so many games because I want the cards so badly. What if I had commandeered the Scalding Viper and just bounced something else so that their commander stayed in O2? That's probably what the priority should have been, but I'm not good at Magic, like I said. Good. I'm glad Unable to Scream is here to make sure that I'm sad. I also don't know if Commence the Endgame or these like 6 and 7 mana can't be countered spells are worth, but at least they're blue. I think the biggest problem we had last game is we drew not enough blue cards. Turn Commandeer into a bit of a marshmallow. I keep trying to pick my battles. I just have to win all the battles. I can't let them win battles. Every time I'm thinking about letting them win a battle, I'm probably wrong. And that is, I'm telling you guys, I know you've heard me lament this plenty of times. I know you know how I feel about this if you watch the channel a lot. That is a big difference between current Magic and past Magic. Past Magic, you had to pick your battles. The person who picked their battles the best usually won. Here, if you lose any battle, you are just a loser, nothing more. Like this, for example. Let's just fight it. I'm not going to try to figure out a better spot. I'm just going to make sure that they don't get their lands. I'm going to play blue land destruction. Uh-oh. You going to use that right now? Interesting. I mean, if they don't kill this... All right. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, removal spell, they probably do. But what if they don't? You just take over the game and stop playing all careful like. How could this happen? Explains why they held their fetch. When it attacks, put a counter on it. There's nothing there. I'm trying to be selective here with Unable to Scream, but I don't know, man. There's nothing there. Feels weird after the little monologue I gave, but here we are. Win every battle. That's what he says. And then he lets something resolve. Crazy. I think they have Fury. That's the biggest read I can get on their deck right now. Which I guess if they try to cast that, the subtlety is very good. Just nothing but removal, huh? They're gonna kill their own thing with Fire Covenant. Yep. One way out of this ability to scream. The inability to scream, rather. Grief you. You must not have another black card, or you'd 100% exile something for that, right? You go to the top. Well, I'm not in the mood to get griefed. Let's put a stop. Although, I guess if they have a way to draw a card, that's a blowout. So we'll just do this now, even if they have a way to use the 2 mana. I don't think they do, based on everything that's gone on in the game. And these are the staring matches we're looking for. This is why you play the format, guys. To see everything get countered. I feel bad going up against an opponent who isn't playing blue in this situation. All right, guys. Since I have something else to do, I'm going to commence the end game instead of run out my commander to get it killed for the 3rd time. Their hand does imply, quite frankly, that there's a lot of removal. Let's see if they have reanimation. Not yet. Last card is card draw. You love to see it. It's a really good card against blue decks. It's a really medium card right this minute. I guess I could wait for like a Thoughtseize. I'm gonna beat him to death with this 2/2. Shock it in. Play around that force spike. In response, I will brainstorm. Well, guys, there's a lot of lands to get through. This might be difficult, but Cyclonic Rift is a card. Has first strike. They remove this again. They remove this again. But man, holding Commandeer is pretty good too. I can just let them get ahead and then rift them while I make my way through what I know is a bad brainstorm. Attacks, put a +1/+1 counter at the beginning of your end step. If you attacked, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the power from graveyard to battlefield. So they're gonna get Shredder back. I guess I just have to take this for a minute and make my way through this bad brainstorm. Uh-huh. Okay. Just hold off as long as we can. Every turn I'm not dead is another piece of card draw that we need to get through this. Okay, Flute could name Den. Holden? That's not a permanent. It's the token. It's gone. How could they? Okay, we're really relying on the top of our deck here. Overload ya. It's amazing how with Commandeer I don't have blue spells. I guess I'll play a flute. We have a disallow. It's something. Pretty sure we can't win. They've had enough removal. Let's keep it coming. Tell me they have like 3 of them. Tap out for pyrokinesis. Okay. They have another one. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, cut down. Nice. You're good. You're good at magic. I'm bad at it. But I have 2 1/1s, so you're in trouble now. We redeploy, we draw upheaval. Jesus, stop. It's good to always have it all. Wonder why they have to think about attacking. Draw upheaval. Draw upheaval. Draw upheaval. I guess this into peak doesn't do it, does it? Nope. Ghost Fire Slice. Wait, they just have lethal. Okay. Cool. Yeah, nice. Good stuff. All right. All right. That sucked. But I did learn that Lorien Revealed is not in my deck. And there's so many times I forget cards in Brawl. It's a fast format, man. It moves around. Fierce Guardianship and Lorien Revealed. Revealed. There you go. You have to build as you go. There's really not a lot of choice. You just can't remember everything. All right, which of these cards sucks? I have Ancient Tomb, the Demolition Field, the Gemstone Caverns, the Library of Alex. None of these suck. I'm just gonna take out 2 islands. Drew a couple too many, and we've got the cantrips. Fierce Guardianship is not an island, but it doesn't cost an island to cast it. Now we go up against the dog. No blue players in sight. Suddenly, no blue players in the house, but we do have a spell snare. Very good against the dog. Minish Tirith. Oh, good. Uncounterable Namor against white. Hey, Manatith is a card. Did you expect your commander to resolve? This is Brawl. Good card. Might bounce it, but I'm gonna wait till after they, you know. Felia again. Do we bounce Felia? There's nothing to blink. There's also no more counter spells in my hand. Next turn, I'm going to have a Cyclonic Rift open that I don't really want to use. I don't know. Let's wait. Consign. Counters a triggered ability. We love that. Have a nice doggo. I hope you exile something and it never comes back. It's such a shame if that happened. Exile a creature you own, sack this land, return. Okay. Send in the dog to the farm. What is this, a theme deck? Containment Priest. A non-token creature would enter if it wasn't cast. Exile it instead. That's really good. It's an absurdly good card. You're gonna exile it. Interesting. Okay. Well, what if it never came back? Yeah, now your Containment Priest knows what it's like. My turn. They do have open mana. Makes me a little nervous. But we have a shore up. How bad could it be? I name Merfolk. I have a Tidebinder in the deck. Why not? You can't counter me. Will Namor be on the battlefield today? Is it possible? A Dust Bowl has arrived. A Skyclave Apparition. Haha! Come at me, dog. Ah, sorcery, right? Just anytime exile a creature you own. The Guardian, sure. Nothing. All right, they got a bunch of cool toys. Ooh, that's not bad either. That is another triggered ability counter. They're well prepared for this doggo. Having a tapped creature turns on the Spidey sense. I don't think I need to bounce anything now, though. Can't wait to see what they try to do. Let's see it. There's so many ways that this could go well for me and bad for them, but I'm also not sure what all is going to happen. Flicker Wisp. Another till end of turn effect. They exile this now. What would I bounce? Makes the bounce spell so weird. What do you choose? The token. Okay. Doesn't bother me. Let's see what they choose with the Velia. They choose the Apparition. Okay, that's not coming back then. Two tokens blocked there. Blow up the farm. You're gonna use it? They're gonna draw. Okay, now they're tapped out. Sink into stupor, target your guardian. Doggo Blocko. Which one's which? Okay, it's the Felia one that we need to counter. Hand. Pass. This is a little ridiculous. Here comes Doggy. Shark Typhoon, huh? We wait. We hold. I mean, what does exiling this really do for them? Not much. And they saw the tricks last turn, so what do they... You do target here. Okay, I think I'd try the Shark Typhoon. And make Shark? Draw. Yeah. Talent. Do I get to block? I do. Oof. Woof woof. Yep. We're just keep sending that dog back. Oh my god. But you get to kill this shark. But I get back Namor. My shark. Okay. Up to 6. I mean, the spell snare is pretty brutal. But so is the consign. I mean, all their stuff is blinky. If they know I have it, it's not as good, but I think it's even better than getting back a spell snare that they have a lot more options to play around. It's kind of their whole deck, right? Okay. Hold. Upheaval! Send it all home. Play land, play talent. It's pretty good. They do have a Chrome Mox, which I can counter if I don't play the talent. Not the best use either. Oh, man, I love Upheaval. But I am so close to a Cyclonic Rift. And I'm in a good position. What an interesting spot. If they get the Felia down, I can bounce it. What else? This Chrome Mox does make them exile more cards, which might be good for me. And they have a lot of lands. It's a good block. Bounce. And. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about them resolving the dog. I'm going to let them Chrome Mox it back into play and just hold the consign. Jack Silent, is anything I know? The Guardian, perhaps? 3/3 flyer is pretty good. All right, we get the Reprieve. Interesting. Seems like that would be good there. But what do I know? Discard hand size. Bounce again. Now what? They go for Flicky. Good card. Lorna the Third Path. How much do we want to keep? Our Storm Chaser's talent. I mean, they're going to play around this forever, right? So I think we just do it. See if they can deal with Namor. You can blink this now, kill the talent if they want to. But then I untap with Namor. Just win every battle. That's how you gotta do it. And then what do we get back? The upheaval? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, they got their stuff. So many good choices. Obviously, if you can counter their returns to the battlefield tricks. We've done that a few times to them. Stifle has been great, but I think we just need more cards, raw cards. So give me the cruise. Popping off. Okay. Good cards, good cards. Ponder time? The thing is, I might be shuffling anyway. But I guess that's part of the joy, is that we might shuffle anyway. Ooh, Commandeer on top here seems very good. But the Harbinger of the Seas, maybe not. But I will decline to shuffle, draw the Commandeer, which is in the wheelhouse, and I can shuffle at will if I need to. And we're turning on the heat, and they're taking it all? Okay, big turn for them coming up. Let's see what they do with it. The 1/1 army. Good battle, man. These are the games. It's all in the decisions, and I haven't been sharp. But maybe we'd start to turn this around. Guardian. Target. Orin. Sure. I mean, get the talent, I guess. Don't think that's your biggest issue here. Prince. Okay. Target. The Guardian. Then what? I mean, I can nom your dog, so your dog's not attacking. Let's go get Mystic Sanctuary. Get Treasure Cruise. 7 in graveyard, so we're casting it again. Lauren will get the talent, go to 8 in graveyard if that mattered. This comes into play, targets probably Prince, just to loop. We could phase it out to prevent that. Then it returns with a counter. And right now they're not doing any. I mean, I think we just want to do that. Want the trigger. Want the merfolk. Fresh 3. Spreading Seas. Far from the finest. What do we want to go with Commandeer? I think we just hold all this open. Spreading Seas might draw a blue card though, but then we can't 3 steps. This is definitely attacking. Yeah, with the prowess, I think that attacks too. Wide boards are pretty good against Felia. Lauren wants to block. I think we just take that trade off the board now. Down to 6. Put up a Commandeer / 3 steps wall. No Flicker Wisp. What else you got? Surely you have more. Giver of Runes, can't do anything about that. Okay, they pass. They do have the flying blocker. Let's send it away. Giver of Runes has Summoning Sickness. Get him. Finish it. Oko defeated. What a delightful game. Lots of nope, lots of back and forth, lots of flashy speed, not flashy speed. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's the stuff. Oh, wait. There were 2 cards I thought of adding because that's how Brawl works. You add as you go. So anybody looking at the deck list and then not watching the video, they get got. They don't know. They don't know everything they should know. Archmage's Charm. There you go. And let me know what you think of the styles. I like the styles. The styles have been good for my soul a little bit. I don't always love them, but right now I love them. Crab, you're nice and all, but you're not a style. You don't draw a card. Where'd the disallow go? Disallow's right there, but Nimble Instructionist? Oh, that gets him so good. That said, too expensive. For some reason, I can't play a blue deck. Let's see. Still can't do it. So funny. Nothing but blue until you play something anti-blue. See, the blue bias is real. Why do you think I play it so much? Oh, Commandeer, Disruptor Flute is a good hand if we draw land. What happened to my algorithm? My hand smoothing algorithm. No free mulligans here either. This is very good against their strip mine shenanigans. I don't think Brazen Borrower is good against them in general. What's that? Rampant Growth? Yeah. Okay, so we know this turn. We can flute their commander or remand it. They got a Dust Bowl. Let's see, they might try to activate Dust Bowl next turn. That would be brutal. I guess they'd have to sack a land too. Could just name Dust Bowl. They're looking at it. I see you. I know it's pretty. It just taps for blue. You want a beacon? Yeah, you want to do it? You want to do it? You can do it? All right. Sure. I'm going to take you off your commander. Mole Man. Moloid Master. So if you want to keep Dust Bowling. Oh, we drew another basic island in our deck full of basic islands. They're sunk. It's over. Once I harbinger them, it's finished. Man Flute is brutal to commanders. Look at that, 6 mana. You better have another strategy. That's a good strategy. I'm sending it back to your hand though. And I'm drawing this Mistrise Village. Your Dust Bowl is no longer a bowl of dust, and your fetch lands are no longer fetch lands. They are islands. That I'll be able to shut down on the next land drop. Unless, man, it would really suck if they went land into... Wait, that doesn't... Oh, it does. It is an island. No rampant growth. Don't rampant growth. Thank you. Appreciate you. That was close. Untapped because it's just an island. Hold the sleight of hand to go with Namor? Nah. Nah. Oh, that's a big one. Spreading Seas is another card, though. It's not like this is good against them. I'll need the cards. What you doing? What are they doing? What do they think they're doing here? Earthbender's ass engine. Okay. Is it 2 triggers or just 1? It's then? I think I can just do this then. Just shut it down. Hello? Are you Veil of Summer? You don't matter. I'm countering an ability. There we go. Field of Dead, just an island. Unfortunately, Hydra's still growing. Could block and kill this. Is that the plan? If this is gone, their Dust Bowl is online. This becomes nothing. This is a ways away from working. And then I have a Mystic Sanctuary that gets a remand and a Demolition Field that can nerf either the Dust Bowl or the Field of the Dead. How important is Harbinger of the Seas? It feels so good. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I know, even with the Spreading Seas in hand and turning this off, I think it's right to wait. Let's play our commander here. I have some instant, but I'm not afraid. It's just shutting them down so hard to not be able to get lands back. Paw Patch Formation. Never didn't have it. Let's see if they've got the land to make that an 8/8. If they do, things start getting really spicy. If they ramp twice, oh god. Wait, what? I mean, Ice Till doesn't do anything, so what is it? Oh, they have a beacon down there. I missed that. And they hit! Screw Ice Till Explorer, man. What a load of garbage. What a frickin' mistake. What a disaster. What a trash fire. What a bundle of nonsense. I should have blocked. That's the truth. Just should have blocked. Enjoyed being a prison deck too much. Should have blocked. Fuck, I still explore, man.